I'd like to call this meeting to order of the Ukiah City Council for February 4th. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Landis.
Present.
Thomas.
Present.
Crane.
Present.
Roden.
Yes.
Mayor Baldwin.
Yes. Could I ask Councilmember Landis to lead us in the flag salute, please?
Pledge
allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would think dedicated to the Constitution.
Seeing no proclamations or petitions, we're moving on to approval of the minutes.
I move we approve the minutes.
Second.
Is there any discussion about approval of the minutes? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Moving on, right to appeal decision. Item 6, persons who are dissatisfied with the decision of the City Council may have the right to a review of that decision by a court. The city has adopted Section 109.4.6 of the California Code of Civil Procedure, which generally limits to 90 days the time within which a decision of the city boards and agencies may be judicially challenged. Item 7, the consent calendar. The following items are considered routine and will be enacted by a single motion and roll call vote by the City Council. Items may be removed from the consent calendar upon request of a council member or citizen, in which event the item will be considered at the completion of all other items on the agenda. The motion by the City Council on the consent calendar will approve and make findings in accordance with the administrative staff, and/or Planning Commission recommendations. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second.
Well, first, let's see if anyone wants to remove an item from the consent calendar. Any member from the audience, any member from the council? If not, roll call, please.
Councilmember Landis.
Aye.
Thomas.
Aye.
Crane.
Aye.
Roden.
Yes.
Mayor Baldwin.
Yes. Audience comments on non-agenda items. The City Council welcomes input from the audience. If there is a matter of business on the agenda that you are interested in, you may address the council when that matter is considered. If you wish to speak on a matter that is not on this agenda, you may do so at this time. In order for everyone to be heard, please limit your comments to 3 minutes per person and not more than 10 minutes per subject. The Brown Act regulations do not allow action to be taken on audience comments in which the subject is not listed on the agenda. Does anyone in the audience want to make a comment on a non-agenda item?
Good evening, Council. Lee Howard, 3900 Parducci Road, Ukiah. I come to you tonight very disturbed with the city of Ukiah. You may or may not have heard that you got strike 2 today from the QCAC people. And that is upsetting enough. I hope that you see fit not to get strike 3 because it'll cost the citizens of this city a whole lot of money. But even beyond that, I listened today to the testimony by the city of Ukiah. And in my opinion, it was egregious. It was a flat-out, bald-faced lies that were being told. I don't say that lightly, and I hope that the City Council will look into this issue and see just what was said today. Because I don't think that you would like the representations that you heard there. It's not only an affront to some of the council people here, but it's an affront to the rest of the community and the citizens that have participated here. I thank you for your time, and I fully look forward to you looking at this and investigating it. Thank you.
You're talking about a hearing, so I have a follow-up question. A hearing when and where?
Today was the QCAC hearing, the California Uniform Cost Account hearing, on a complaint filed against the city of Ukiah. It was the second complaint. The first complaint had been filed already. The second complaint was filed and was heard today by the QCAC board. And it was by conference call or by going to Sacramento. But I'm sure that you will find people that got to hear the hearing and could tell you exactly what came out of it. But again, from my perspective, it was out, bald-faced lies. Thank you.
Thank you. Further audience comments on any items that aren't currently on our agenda tonight? Seeing none, we move on to unfinished business. Item 10A, we have a public hearing set for 6:15. My guess is we can deal with at least one item of unfinished business before then. Item 10A is adoption of an ordinance amending sections of various of the code regulating the use of grease traps under the city's sewer ordinance and updating references. Is there discussion or a motion?
I move that we continue that matter to the joint meeting of the Ukiah Valley Sanitation District and the City of Ukiah.
Is there a second to the motion for continuance?
I'll second that.
Well, the question is, when is that meeting set for? Do
I
you know?
believe it's set in March, is that correct?
Further discussion at the council level?
Well, I just was wondering, so you would think that we should discuss it and decide whether or not to pass it at that point?
I believe there are a couple of items that need attention that may be slightly beyond